So, if you're gearing up for a career in internal audit, you need to know that you're stepping into a profession that's right in the middle of a massive tech revolution. I mean, forget all the old stereotypes. Today, we're going to dig into what it really means to be a tech-enabled auditor and how you can get ready for the job of the future. Let's jump right in.
Okay, let's be real for a second. When you hear the words internal audit, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it, someone buried under piles of paper just ticking off boxes? For a long time, that stereotype wasn't totally wrong. But technology is completely flipping that script. And it's not just about getting new tools, it's about a whole new way of thinking.
All right, here's our game plan. We're going to start with why technology is now a core, non-negotiable part of the job. Then we'll look at the tools you can start using like right now. After that, we dive into the big one, data analytics. We'll even introduce you to your new AI Copilot, and then we'll wrap it all up by looking at what all this means for your career.
First up, let's talk about auditing's new mandate. And I want to be super clear about this. This isn't just some passing trend. Technology has become a fundamental, absolutely non-negotiable part of the profession.
And look, this isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's literally written into the rulebook. The global internal audit standards actually require audit leaders to constantly be on the lookout for better tech to make their teams more effective. So the bottom line is, using technology well is no longer optional. It's the baseline expectation for every single auditor. And it's not just the standard setters saying this. The entire industry agrees. A major survey looking ahead to 2035 found that pretty much everyone is on the same page. 97% expect auditors to handle more complex data. 96% see the need for better tech skills. I mean, numbers this high are, wow, they're rare. It's a huge, flashing sign that the future of audit is digital, period. So, where do you even begin with all this? That brings us to our second section, your toolkit. And here's the great news. You don't have to be some kind of coding whiz. You can start building these essential skills today with tools you're probably already familiar with. Yeah, don't wait for your future company to buy some fancy, expensive software package. Your journey as a tech-enabled auditor starts with the basics. The standard stuff like Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. It's all about being clever and mastering the tech that's sitting right in front of you. Just think about it. These platforms let you manage documents and evidence securely, collaborate in real time with your team, and even do some pretty powerful data analysis right inside Excel or Google Sheets. A lot of them even have AI assistants baked right in now. Mastering this basic toolkit is your first, most important step. Okay, now for the main event. Section 3 is all about the data analytics climb. This is really where the magic happens. It's how auditors go from just looking back at what already happened to providing powerful insights about what's going to happen next. So let's get a really clear definition down. Audit data analytics isn't about taking a small sample of transactions anymore. No way. It's about analyzing the entire set of data, 100% of it. This lets you see the whole picture, spot weird outliers you would have missed before, and evaluate risks with a kind of precision that was basically impossible a few years ago. Now, to handle all this data, you have to understand its 4 key traits, what we call the 4 Vs. You've got massive volume of data, it's coming at you with high velocity, and it comes in a huge variety of types, from nice, neat spreadsheets to messy emails and system logs. But for an auditor, the most critical view of them all is veracity. Your job is to always question the data's quality. Trust, but verify, always. This brings us to what we call the analytics maturity curve. It's like a climb. You start at the bottom with descriptive analytics, which just tells you what happened. Then you climb up to diagnostic to figure out why it happened. But the real value starts coming in next with predictive analytics, which forecasts what will likely happen. And at the very top, the peak, is prescriptive analytics, which helps you advise on what the organization should do about it. This journey, from looking backward to looking forward, is what turns a modern auditor into a real strategic advisor. So, what does this actually look like in practice? Well, think about it. You can scan every single company expense for signs of fraud, not just a tiny sample. You can pinpoint exactly where a business process is slowing down, test thousands of compliance rules in minutes, and get a complete, holistic view of the company's controls. Now, here is a super important tip. Analytics isn't something you just tack on at the end of an audit. To be really effective, it has to be woven in from the very beginning. From the minute you start planning and assessing risk, all the way through your testing and reporting, Thinking with data is the absolute key. All right, let's talk about the next frontier. Section 4, AI, the auditor's Copilot. And the word Copilot is perfect here. The goal isn't to replace the auditor, it's to give them superpowers, to free them up from the repetitive work so they can focus on high-level advisory stuff. And we're not talking about some far-off sci-fi future. The AI tools that you're already hearing about and probably using, like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, and Google Gemini, are already being integrated into the audit process right now, making teams way faster and way smarter. AI is basically becoming this powerful assistant that's with you for the entire audit. During planning, it can help you brainstorm risks or draft an audit program. In the field, it can read through thousands of contracts in seconds. And when you get to reporting, it can help you write clear summaries and pull out the most important findings for leadership. And that brings us to our final section, what this all means for your future-ready career. So as you get ready to step into this profession, what's the big picture? Well, it means your role is actually more exciting and more valuable than it has ever been. If there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this. That old watchdog stereotype is dead. The auditor of the future is a strategic advisor. You're the person who can blend deep technical skills with sharp analytical thinking and, most importantly, rock-solid ethical insight. Look, the technology is going to take care of a lot of the boring, repetitive work. Your unique value, the thing that will make you truly indispensable, is your ability to ask the right questions, to interpret what the data is telling you, and to give solid ethical advice. It's that human judgment layered right on top of the technology that really matters. So there you have it. You see the new mandate, you see the tools right at your fingertips, you have the roadmap, from mastering your toolkit to climbing the analytics curve and partnering up with AI. The only question left is the one for you. Are you ready to build the future of audit?